but it's given straight to Kenny Rocha Santos, who then plays it forward, and then going down under the challenge was Sandro Semedo, and he wins a free kick on the halfway line. Well, in the previous two games, Cameroon had found themselves a goal down against Burkina Faso and Ethiopia. They're hoping to not make it a hat-trick of conceding the first goal, as Kenny Rocha Santos tries to play that to Jeffrey Forch, the right wing back, who knows in this heat and humidity he's going to have to do a lot of running today. Tried to get on the end of it, but was nowhere near it. In fact, too much pace, and was really zapped into him for him to run onto it, but he was nowhere near it in truth. It's gone out for a throw on the Cameroonian left-hand side. 20 minutes played, Cape Verde 0, Cameroon 0 at the All-Orm Stadium. Of course, where the final will be played, where Cameroon hope to be in the first weekend in February. The 6th, in fact, is the date. Want to pen in your diaries. Boubacar goes down, and Brad with an arm in the back on the Cameroonian captain, and it will be a free kick in a central position, around about sort of 30 yards out. Cameroon decide to play all the way back in their defence. Tole gives it to Ngadiou, and he gives it to Gouet. Ngadiou again. Now Ongisa is an important player for Napoli. Tole with a square pass straight to Sandro Semedo. Jamiro Monteiro to Tavares. Monteiro again. Now he goes in the middle to Kenny Rocha Santos. There's a real good area of pressing that Cameroon had in their middle of it. There was around about 4 players there, but they were able to play through it, where Cape Verde, as Kenny Rocha Santos was caught. They want to get the free kick. Sadok Selmi tells play to continue. That's what Cape Verde wanted. But Kenny Rocha Santos, he was saying he was caught. He was certainly fouled. There's no doubt about it. But of course, the ball is with Cape Verde. It's up to them to just try and make inroads towards Andre Onana's goal. Forch inside his own half to Diné, opens up, left by Andrade. Here is Stopiro in his 10th season with Fehérvár in the Hungarian top flight. And he plays it forward, square, looking for Kenny Rocha Santos, battling with Mukudi. And it's gone the way of Cape Verde. Also going in there was Dylan Tavares, so he was helping his mate out there with Mukudi getting the last touch. Physical presence in there, isn't it? It's the Saint-Etienne man. Played from the left, short pass through to Lissandro Semedo, who tried to flick it forward for a fellow white shirt in there, but Cameroon able to clear. Making a bit of a mess of the clearance at first was Diné, the Cape Verde defender, over on that left-hand side, but he's managed to manoeuvre himself away from 2 players, and then on that left, Tavares tries to play it to Lissandro Semedo, but it's gone all the way through to the goalkeeper, Andre Onana. Well, for Cape Verde, if they were to get second place, they would be up against the runner-up they would take on another runner-up or a third-place side in the tournament. Because it is hard to tell at this moment in time. There are a couple of scenarios that they could have in this tournament. Nuhu Tolo to Ongisa. Ngadiou to Gouet. Now plays out to the right-hand side with Collins Fai. Now to Mumi Ngamalu. Now Kunda. Is this the moment? No, it's not. The touch was poor from Kunda. He was just trying to get under control, but it went away from him, and then it was cleared away by Roberto Lopez. As Cameroon have a throw on the left, played into the middle. Ongisa to Vincent Boubacar, real poor touch, which Andrade is there to pounce upon. Can Cape Verde come forward? They've not had a chance yet on Onana's goal. It was played forward, looking for the run of Sandro Semedo, and it wasn't the Most effective of clearances by Ngadi, who completely missed it, but luckily it did go all the way through to Onana. Ball played out to the left, looking for Nuhu Tolo, who races onto it, but won't get anywhere near it as Samuel Gue tried to play the ball to him. Tony Conceição looking on with his white polo shirt on, arms folded. Bista, the Cape Verde coach, is of course from the country, played just under 30 times for his country, captained them for a long old time, and Cape Verde have been independent now since the 1970s from Portugal, still have quite a low profile on the international scene, not just in their continent but around the world, yet to qualify for a World Cup, and they are sort of in that cluster of sides in the middle. You'd have to say not the best, not the worst, sort of in that bracket with DR Congo, Zambia and Gabon. Thrown is taken by Forge in the middle to Kenny Rocha Santos. Roberto Lopez with a heavy touch, but plays it out to the left to Dylan Tavares. Has the better of Collins Fye, just by the left-hand byline, cuts it back, looks for Willie Semedo, and it's touched out of play by a yellow shirt, and Cape Verde get their first corner of the afternoon. But it was nice, crisp passing on that left-hand side that set the chance away for Dylan Tavares to get it in. It was Ngadi who put it behind for a corner kick. And that's the first time we've really seen quick, precise passing by the Blue Sharks. Sadok Selmi is noticing a bit of pushing and shoving between Collins Fye and Jimero Monteiro. The end that they're attacking in is the same area that they scored against Ethiopia 8 days ago. Can they score from it now? They take it short. It's gone to Monteiro. He gets the cross in, poor one, which Abubakar decides to take on his chest and then play it forward on the second touch rather than just hoofing it away first time. He looks out to the left, but then there to cover was the Cape Verde defence as he gives it all the way back to Vozinha. Kick is headed by Ngadiu to Samuel Gue, but then intercepting it is Lisandro Semedo. Now it is with Stopira. Dine looks to try and play it out to Forge, but it's straight to Toko Ikombi, who tries to flick it over Dine, and then he's made up for it with a sliding challenge that was perfectly timed by the Cape Verde number 3, who's winning his 7th cap today, plays for FAR Rabat in the Moroccan top flight. Of course, he was in the side today in place of Stephen Forge, who is dropped and is on the bench. Took out of the team as a result of that defeat to Burkina Faso last time out. There will be a throw-in to Cape Verde on this right-hand side they're defending from, or it looked like at first anyway. It looked like it was going to be going their way, but it's gone to Cameroon instead. Collins Fye is going to take it. Throws it to Samuel Gue. Now it's with Mukudi. Ngadiu to Nuhu Tolo. He looks out to play it to the right, looking for Collins Fye, who gets up above Dylan Tavares and heads it straight to Vozinha, the Cape Verde goalkeeper. 28 gone, Cape Verde 0, Cameroon 0. And there has been a goal in the game between Burkina Faso and Ethiopia. Cyril Bayala, the man of AC Ajaccio, has scored, so not great news for for Cape Verde. Cameroon on 7, Burkina Faso 6, Cape Verde 4, Ethiopia on nil points, or 0 points if you're not familiar with that term. So Cape Verde, you'd still think if it stayed like this, would have enough to be through, but of course you are never sure. And of course you are in the position that they are finding themselves in at the moment in the live table. Rocha Santos to Stopira, gives it to Rocha Santos, but in the middle, the Cameroon half, they win it back. But then Cape Verde have it back and then given straight to Kunda by Kenny Rocha Santos. And then Fye gives it to Onana. game really yet to get going so far. And Gadiu to the edge of the box to Gouet. Cape Verde pushed up, playing right up against Cameroon there, got out of it. Now the space opens up for Tolo. He gives it to Toko Ekombi. He's going to take on Diné. Here's he, and he's just checking back. Gives it to Mumian Gamalu, got away from Andrade, who catches Mumian Gamalu, and Cameroon get a free kick. So from playing out from the back, and Cape Verde licking their lips, think they can win it in a very good position for themselves. Cameroon got out of it, and now it's Cameroon licking their lips at the prospect of this free kick around about 20 yards out, where they could potentially take the lead in this final group game for both these sides, as Mumian Gamalu was clattered into by Patrick Andrade. So it will be a free kick. Pierre Kunda is around this free kick, as is Samuel Gouet. Remember, Pierre Kunda's last goal for Cameroon came in that 3-1 loss to Cape Verde in Afcon 21 qualifying. They would love to do it again against this nation, as Vozinha is trying to get his wall right, as he's going over to sort of the right-hand side of his goal, right on the post, leaning onto it with the right elbow of his. He's got 3 in the wall. Depends what Kunda or Cameroon are thinking here. If it is going to be Kunda to take it, it does look and appear to be. There's 3 players in the Cape Verde wall. There is 7 in there for Kunda to aim for, should he try and look to whip this in rather than go for goal himself. It's always a free kick in a very interesting position, isn't it? Kunda's going to take. Goes for goal, but it's hit straight into the wall. It's come out to Collins Fye, who shoots, and there was a couple of white shirts closing him down right in front of him, a good 4 or 5 yards in front of him, and they're able to block it, and then he's gone back to the halfway line, and it's played all the way back to Andre Onana via Nuhu Tola. So Cape Verde give each other a pat on the back. I'd imagine the ball next goes out of play for defending that free kick very well, because they had all the men back, and should of course it drop to a Cameroonian player or a yellow shirt in around about sort of 20-25 yards from their own goal, they're always going to try and shoot around the crowd of bodies, but they defended it admirably and managed to not let anything come of it. Here's Kunda, plays for Olympiacos, teammate of Gary Rodriguez on the Cape Verde bench. Mumian Gamalu, Ongisa goes down, Gouet. Ongisa, I got it right the first time. Tries to give the 1-2 back to Ngamalu, but he's been fouled by Dylan Tavares, who knew the ball was played by Ngamalu, but then just sort of tried to get in front of him, block him off. The free kick's been given. Now it's played to Abubakar, turns away from his man, and he's gone for the curler, and I think Vozinha's actually tipped that around the post. He was so strong there. He had 2 players closing him down. He just found the gap. One was a sliding challenge from Roberto Lopez, and then he managed to spin away from Diné. He then shot. He's tried to angle it to the far corner, low down to Vozinha's left, and it was a Boubacar shot that was well saved, in fact, by the goalkeeper. And it would have been a similar sort of goal to Andre Ayew's against Gabon when he scored for Ghana on Friday night. Corner's going to come in. Mumian Gamalu with it, and Gadiu the target. He got the header there, but he's fouled Andrade. Stopera, and it will be a free kick to Cape Verde inside their own half. And final third. 33 gone. Cape Verde 0, Cameroon 0 is the latest score. Cameroon have been the closer of the 2 sides. Vincent Boubacar, 4 goals already in the tournament, is been the most likeliest to score for any side. Samuel Eto'o, as the camera panned to him, just sort of put his fingers up to say how close Abubakar was to scoring his 5th goal of the tournament. He's had an effort that Vozinha saved just moments ago, which he tipped round the post, and then he had a volley which flew over the bar, which he caught brilliantly, but was off target with that attempt. But Cameroon maybe now is trying to turn the screw. It's a shame the pass to Mumian Gamalu has gone out of play for a throw. Senegal off the pitch as well, but him and Collins Fye are trying to link up well. They've done that quite well at times throughout the tournament so far. Flick by Jimiro Monteiro, looking for Alessandro Semedo. Sliding challenge goes in by Collins Fye, and it will be a Cape Verde free kick on the left-hand side, where they're attacking from the right-hand side, where Cameroon are defending from, and it's literally right on the touchline as well, where Collins Fye gave away that free kick, around about 40-45 yards out. So there's a chance to put this in. Jimiro Monteiro is going to take it. As you can see, the sweat on his shirt pretty much stuck to him, isn't it? Cameroon have got a very high line. They are a good 20 yards away from Andre Onana. Monteiro's got to get a lot on this. He does. And Gaddy not with the best clearance. It's left, though, by Roberto Lopez, and it's gone for a corner kick to Cape Verde over on the left-hand side. Well, Roberto Lopez made a quick decision to just let that one go for a corner kick. He could have carried it on, but it was just tricking it away from Andre Onana's goal, so it's probably the right decision, in fact, to let that one be a corner kick. But Monteiro nearly caught the Cameroon defence out. As the corner's about to come in, Andre Onana doing the organisation in there. Corner goes in there, flicked on by Monteiro. He's flicked it straight to Abubakar. Monteiro was inside the Cameroon box, but then he's given it straight to Abubakar. He was on the right-hand side of it, and then he is won a free kick as he was fouled by Diné. Onana to Ongisa. Space on the right for Fye, but he plays it in the middle to Toko Ikombi. Kunda now to Fye. Could go to Mumian Gamal, who does. He's got to run onto it. Tavares went to ground. He knew that was coming, and he went to ground impeccably. Well timed, plays it forward. Last touch comes off Collins Fye. It goes up for a Cape Verde throw. Well, he's dealt well with Mumian Gamal so far as Dylan Tavares, the Cape Verde left wing back. There's only been that one occasion very early on in the game where Mumian Gamalu got past him and then got that ball into the box. Since that, the defenders won that particular battle. As the sliding challenge goes in the middle of the pitch, setting away Alessandro Semedo, it looked like, but Makudi stepped in to play it all the way back to Onana. Ball goes forward by Onana, looking for Toko Ikombi. Roberto Lopez goes to Volginha, and all pink, who decides to volley it away first time. Over the head of Kenny Rocha Santos. It goes through to Makudi. Heads it to Collins Fye. Now he looks out to the left, but it's blocked by a Cape Verde player. Kenny Rocha Santos blocked it, but the referee Sadok Salmi, with a smile and a bit of a wink for Kenny Rocha Santos, is given a free kick Cameroon's way. Kenny Rocha Santos is saying, my arm was sticking by my side, but it was out. The elbow was sort of up in the air, was sort of halfway from his side to sort of being right up in the air. So it was a good spot by the referee, because Cameroon now have a free kick. Around about sort of 25 yards from goal. We saw Jimiro Monteiro's free kick go past the defensive line and into the box, which Cameroon did clear. What's this free kick going to be for Cameroon like? As Mumi Ungamalu's going to take it. He does. In the box it goes. Makudi was attacking it. It's come to Abubakar, and he scores again! One of the stars of the tournament so far finds his range again on home soil. And the captain delivers for the indomitable Lions. And they've taken the lead in their final group game against Cape Verde. Cameroon 1, Cape Verde 0. And it's an unstoppable low drive from Vassar Boubacar that gives Cameroon the lead. 3 games, 5 goals. Cameroon on course for a perfect group stage. Well, the first free kick goes right into the middle from Mumian Gamalu. Looks for Makudi. Is then headed away by Diné. He just brushes the top of Makudi's head all the way back to Vassar Boubacar. and he's dropped to him. It's a perfect position. Bang! He's then he's sort of half volleyed it into the bottom corner beyond Virginia, who had no chance of keeping it out. And Cameroon are in front. Well, he had an attempt from effort that the goalkeeper saved down that same side, didn't he? But he just wasn't far enough over to his left-hand side. Was Virginia to keep that one out and to stop Vincent Boubacar. Burkina Faso, he scored 2. He scored 2 against Ethiopia, now 1 against Cape Verde. Much to the delight of Cameroon's greatest ever striker, Samuel Eto'o, who's in attendance. And with 6 minutes to play until the end of the first half, it is Cameroon in front. And it's their captain, Vincent Boubacar, that's got them in front. And they've given away a free kick. Mumian Gamalu was the man who has been penalised. So it's a chance for Cape Verde to bring Cameroon back down to earth, perhaps. It goes in. It's a good flick-on header by Alessandro Semedo. Escaped the defensive line, went through it. He beat the offside trap and he's headed it wide, but in truth, not far wide at all. Better delivery from Montero, gets it right in there. And the Cameroon defence is seemingly to sort of stop. It's really sloppy marking from them. They're all ball watching, not completely aware of where the Cape Verde players are. And the header comes in from Semedo and he heads it beyond Andre Onana. He knew pretty quickly he wasn't going to beat him, but you've got to really be concerned for the marking next. They just switched off, did Cameroon. Last 4 minutes of the first half at the Olom Stadium. Cape Verde 0, Cameroon 1. Here is Nuhu Tolo. Ongisa, midway through the Cape Verde half. Tolo then decides to play it all the way back to Onana, who's got to really stretch. And so much so that he's touched off the inside of his boot and his studs, in fact. It's got out for a corner kick, which is not what Nuhu Tolo had in mind when he played that pass. That play in his mind did not go to how he wanted it to. So Cape Verde have got a corner as Cameroon have been a little bit sloppy in the last couple of minutes. Corner's going to be taken from the right-hand side for the first time in this game. And Brad looks to be the man who's going to take it. Kenny Rocha Santos goes short for it, but seems to be the man from Carabas going to take it, but he flicks it in short to Rocha Santos with a low-driven cross. It's away on the near post on the sort of right-hand side of the box. Cameroon get it away. Faye with the little header to number 8 on Gisri. Gets away from the challenger, Stopera. Mumian Gamalu's been put through. He's onside. Into the box he goes. He eventually decides to, I think he went for the pass there rather than the shot. The flag was eventually raised on that right-hand side, but brilliant play by Ongisa. There's not a lot in that offside, Mumian Gamalu. The linesman was very slow to put the flag up, waited for the attack to completely finish before putting it up. Of course, so he delayed that. Mumian Gamalu made a bit of a mess of it. He took way too many touches. He could have opened up and then slotted it beyond the keeper, but decided against it. And then the foul's been made by Ongisa, who's been penalised for a foul on the left-hand side. Dylan Tavares, the man who he fouls, and Cape Verde have got another free kick. So they're not happy with the scoreline as it stands, and as you'd expect, they're trying to respond as much as they can and going at the break 1 apiece. As it's going to be Jamiro Montero who's going to take this free kick, which he has done throughout the first half so far. And it goes from the left. It's away by Mukudi. Headed out to Andrade, around about 30 yards from goal. Central, clips it back in. Looks for the run of Kenny Rocha Santos. Away by the Cameroonian player. Was there a foul in there by Umgue? Referee says no. Kenny Rocha Santos angles it to the back post. Onana comes out, misses it. And then heading it back in was Jamiro Montero, looking for Stopera, I think, to try and put it in there. Roberto Lopez was in there. A real shaky bit of goalkeeping by Onana. Well, Gue went into Forge there, and then Rocha Santos put the ball back in. Onana came out, tried to punch it, was headed back in. It sort of just hit the shoulder, I think, of Jamiro Monteiro, but Cameroon just about survived as Cape Verde knocking on the door. Corner goes in right into the middle. Onana comes out this time to collect the ball and collect it in his grasp. Very firmly and very authoritative as well by the Ajax shot stopper, remember, who only returned to competitive action at the back end of 2021 after serving the 9 months sentence of that doping ban after he was found to have had quantities of the tablet furosemide, which he claimed was his wife's medication that he took. What he didn't know was that, of course, it is not allowed to be used in sport. So it was originally a year ban, but it was reduced to 9 months for the Ajax shot stopper. 45 minutes about to strike on the clock. Cape Verde 0, Cameroon 1. Vincent Aboubakar, with his 5th goal in this tournament, has given the indomitable Lions the lead as they look for the perfect record at the end of the group stages. Lovely ball through to Kenny Rocha Santos. Now to Jamiro Monteiro. Can't get there. Collins Faye with a good challenge as 1 additional minute goes up on the board. As Cape Verde have a throw on the left-hand side. Here is now Stopira to Willie Semedo. Very quiet so far. Went over to him on that side, but it's cleared out of touch for a throw. Throw is taken to Jamiro Monteiro by Willie Semedo, and Collins Faye goes down. I think he was caught by Jamiro Monteiro, but Faye caught him first. He went right into the midriff, sort of the privates of Jamiro Monteiro, and it will be a free kick to Cape Verde. So the free kick will be coming in very shortly. Kenny Rocha Santos is going to take this. We've played over the additional minute of added time. So this will be the last attack of the first half. Collins Faye and Mumi Ngamalu both go into the wall here. But it's one you can get really away from them rather than go over the wall. That 2-man wall right on the left-hand side. A good 2 yards in front of the byline on that left-hand side. Going to be put in right into the middle. There's 5 Cape Verde players in there. Goes in, it goes low to the edge of the box to Andrade, who takes a touch. Wrong move, but they make a mess of the clearance, and then it's gone through to Dine. And then Cameroon able to defend it as they get a block to it. Attack is still not over yet, though. Looking for Stopira, headed away by Umgue, and that is the half-time whistle. Well, Cameroon are in front, and it's Vincent Aboubakar who's got it, as Collins Faye has been shown a yellow card in the build-up to the free kick for the foul, I think, on Jamiro Monteiro, or even for maybe chatting back to the referee.
Looking ahead to the next round of action coming up here on this service.
Here we are, latest sporting headlines. I'm Tom Hill. 7-time Olympic gold medalist Jason Kenny has been made a knight, and his wife Laura, a 5-time Olympic champion, a dame in the New Year's honours list. Jason, who's now 33, became the most successful British Olympian at the Tokyo Games. 29-year-old Laura, the joint most decorated female athlete for Team GB. US Open champion Emma Raducanu becomes an MBE, Summer Adam PT an OBE. Tom Daley receives an OBE for his services to diving, as well as LGBTQ plus rights. 27-year-old Daley became a household name from 14 and finally became an Olympic champion in Japan, alongside Matty Lee, who also becomes an MBE. There were other awards, the likes of Kadina Cox, Flora Duffy, Kirani James, Jodie Cundy, in what was a successful haul for some of Britain's brightest stars at the Olympics and Paralympics. Elsewhere into news in football, Antonio Conte has warned that it will take some time in the January transfer window to turn his side into the Premier League top 4 challengers. Conte is planning a meeting with Chairman Daniel Levy and footballing the managing director Fabio Paratici to discuss the plans for January, having made his initial assessments on his squad. The Italian has been vocal about extra quality being required despite uplifting in their performances from the squad to go from mid-table to potential top 4 challengers. He says, though, there's no real fix that will see the club make ground.
3 and 5, nothing in it at the finish. 6 was in third, Maisie stand. Judges call. Romford, hares running, 4:48, 2-1 about the 2, Crystal Icon. And they're away and racing. Lively early speed from 3, joined on the run-up by the 5, 6 and 2 not far behind them, then 1 and 4. Into the back straight they turn, then 3, Playtime Girl leading from the 5, Seal Dove Cooper, 3 lengths away to 6, Maisie stand, 2 up the inside, Crystal Icon, heading the way towards aim, 3 narrowly, Playtime Girl from Seal Dove Cooper, 6 trying to close in, Maisie stand, 3 from 5 and 6, Playtime Girl joined to the outside by Seal Dove Cooper. That is close between them. 3 and 5, nothing in that out the line. That's really close. 3 and 5, nothing in it at the finish. 6 was in third, Maisie stand. Judges call. Romford, hares running, 4:48, 2-1 about the 2, Crystal Icon. And they're away and racing. Lively early speed from 3, joined on the run-up by the 5, 6 and 2 not far behind them, then 1 and 4. Into the back straight they turn, then 3, Playtime Girl leading from the 5, Seal Dove Cooper, 3 lengths away to 6, Maisie stand, 2 up the inside, Crystal Icon, heading the way towards aim, 3 narrowly, Playtime Girl from Seal Dove Cooper, 6 trying to close in, Maisie stand, 3 from 5 and 6, Playtime Girl joined to the outside by Seal Dove Cooper. That is close between them. 3 and 5, nothing in that out the line. That's really close. 3 and 5, nothing in it at the finish. 6 was in third, Maisie stand. Judges call. Romford, hares running, 4:48, 2-1 about the 2, Crystal Icon. And they're away and racing. Lively early speed from 3, joined on the run-up by the 5, 6 and 2 not far behind them, then 1 and 4. Into the back straight they turn, then 3, Playtime Girl leading from the 5, Seal Dove Cooper, 3 lengths away to 6, Maisie stand, 2 up the inside, Crystal Icon, heading the way towards aim, 3 narrowly, Playtime Girl from Seal Dove Cooper, 6 trying to close in, Maisie stand, 3 from 5 and 6, Playtime Girl joined to the outside by Seal Dove Cooper. That is close between them. 3 and 5, nothing in that out the line. That's really close. 3 and 5, nothing in it at the finish. 6 was in third, Maisie stand. Judges call. Romford, hares running, 4:48, 2-1 about the 2, Crystal Icon. And they're away and racing. Lively early speed from 3, joined on the run-up by the 5, 6 and 2 not far behind them, then 1 and 4. Into the back straight they turn, then 3, Playtime Girl leading from the 5, Seal Dove Cooper, 3 lengths away to 6, Maisie stand, 2 up the inside, Crystal Icon, heading the way towards aim, 3 narrowly, Playtime Girl from Seal Dove Cooper, 6 trying to close in, Maisie stand, 3 from 5 and 6, Playtime Girl joined to the outside by Seal Dove Cooper. That is close between them. 3 and 5, nothing in that out the line. That's really close. 3 and 5, nothing in it at the finish. 6 was in third, Maisie stand. Judges call. Romford, hares running, 4:48, 2-1 about the 2, Crystal Icon. And they're away and racing. Lively early speed from 3, joined on the run-up by the 5, 6 and 2 not far behind them, then 1 and 4. Into the back straight they turn, then 3, Playtime Girl leading from the 5, Seal Dove Cooper, 3 lengths away to 6, Maisie stand, 2 up the inside, Crystal Icon, heading the way towards aim, 3 narrowly, Playtime Girl from Seal Dove Cooper, 6 trying to close in, Maisie stand, 3 from 5 and 6, Playtime Girl joined to the outside by Seal Dove Cooper. That is close between them. 3 and 5, nothing in that out the line. That's really close. 3 and 5, nothing in it at the finish. 6 was in third, Maisie stand. Judges call. Romford, hares running, 4:48, 2-1 about the 2, Crystal Icon. And they're away and racing. Lively early speed from 3, joined on the run-up by the 5, 6 and 2 not far behind them, then 1 and 4. Into the back straight they turn, then 3 Playtime Girl leading from the 5 Seal Dove Cooper, 3 lengths away to 6 Maisie Stand, 2 up the inside Crystal Icon, heading the way towards aim, 3 narrowly, Playtime Girl from Seal Dove Cooper, 6 trying to close in Maisie Stand, 3 from 5 and 6, Playtime Girl joined to the outside by Seal Dove Cooper, that is close between them. 3 and 5, nothing in that out the line. That's really close. 3 and 5, nothing in it at the finish. 6 was in third, Maisie Stand. Judges call. Romford, Hares running, 4:48, 2 to 1 about the 2, Crystal Icon. And they're away and racing. Lively early speed from 3, joined on the run-up by the 5, 6 and 2 not far behind them, then 1 and 4. Into the back straight they turn, then 3 Playtime Girl leading from the 5 Seal Dove Cooper, 3 lengths away to 6 Maisie Stand, 2 up the inside Crystal Icon, heading the way towards aim, 3 narrowly, Playtime Girl from Seal Dove Cooper, 6 trying to close in Maisie Stand, 3 from 5 and 6, Playtime Girl joined to the outside by Seal Dove Cooper, that is close between them. 3 and 5, nothing in that out the line. That's really close. 3 and 5, nothing in it at the finish. 6 was in third, Maisie Stand. Judges call. Romford, Hares running, 4:48, 2 to 1 about the 2, Crystal Icon. And they're away and racing. Lively early speed from 3, joined on the run-up by the 5, 6 and 2 not far behind them, then 1 and 4. Into the back straight they turn, then 3 Playtime Girl leading from the 5 Seal Dove Cooper, 3 lengths away to 6 Maisie Stand, 2 up the inside Crystal Icon, heading the way towards aim, 3 narrowly, Playtime Girl from Seal Dove Cooper, 6 trying to close in Maisie Stand, 3 from 5 and 6, Playtime Girl joined to the outside by Seal Dove Cooper, that is close between them. 3 and 5, nothing in that out the line. That's really close. 3 and 5, nothing in it at the finish. 6 was in third, Maisie Stand. Judges call. Romford, Hares running, 4:48, 2 to 1 about the 2, Crystal Icon. And they're away and racing. Lively early speed from 3. Back to live action now, one more. And the 4:58 coming our way, 2 to 1 the field. Snooty Bella in trap 5 heads this market. It's 11 to 4 about the 4, Skyfall Wizard. 100 to 30 about trap 6, Fire Joe. 7 to 2 for the 3, Skywalker Sparkle. 5 to 1 about the 2, Tommy's Maxi. And it's 8 to 1 about the 1, Vixen's Jet. Racing Post look for a 5, 2 and 4 combination. They go along with Snooty Bella. He's been a regular in A1's and Open Company over the last few months. Snooty Bella going for the field team, looking for that second win in the top grade today. And looking to make it 2 wins from 2 starts in trap 5 colours. She's won her only previous effort from this draw, which came back on the 18th of November. So she's had a mix of top graded action and open races throughout the last few months. Got through to the semi-final stage of the Puppy Cup down at Toaster as well in the autumn. So Snooty Bella, 2 to 1 favourite, 5 to 2 for the 4. That's Skyfall Wizard. He's only beaten Fresh Air the last couple of times, having got tumbled over on one of those occasions. Clearly very capable though here, notably from the draw. 6 of the 7 wins at the track for the Greyhound have come from this position for trap 4, Skyfall Wizard. Hares running. Off and racing away. 2 started well, 3 though quickly up there, and 5 and 6 want to join in. They're at the opening bend now. 6 has cleared them to lead. Fire Joe into the lead by a couple to 3, Skywalker Sparkle, another couple of lengths away to 5 in third, Snooty Bella, then 4 followed by 2 and 1. Stripes ahead at that penultimate bend. Fire Joe leading 2.5 lengths over 3, Skywalker Sparkle. 4 trying to pitch up late, Skyfall Wizard. To the far side, Tommy's Maxi. 4 came came home better. Skyfall Wizard went between them and got up late. 6 and 2 follows second Fire Joe and Tommy's Maxi. Behind the winner, Skyfall Wizard, who found the gap between them and accelerated late to win it. Skyfall Wizard further enhances that excellent record from Trap 4. That's now 7 wins from only 15 runs from this position at the track, and his overall record is now 8 wins from 20. Here's running. Off and racing away. 2 started well, 3 though quickly up there, and 5 and 6 want to join in. They're at the opening bend now. 6 has cleared them to lead. Fire Joe into the lead by a couple to 3 Skywalker Sparkle, another couple of lengths away to 5 in third Snooty Bella, then 4 followed by 2 and 1. Stripes ahead at that penultimate bend. Fire Joe leading 2.5 lengths over 3 Skywalker Sparkle, 4 trying to pitch up late Skyfall Wizard, 2 the far side Tommy's Maxi, 4 came home better. Skyfall Wizard went between them and got up late. 6 and 2 follows second Fire Joe and Tommy's Maxi. Behind the winner, Skyfall Wizard, who found the gap between them and accelerated late to win it. Skyfall Wizard further enhances that excellent record from Trap 4. That's now 7 wins from only 15 runs from this position at the track, and his overall record is now 8 wins from 20. Here's running. Off and racing away. 2 started well, 3 though quickly up there, and 5 and 6 want to join in. They're at the opening bend now. 6 has cleared them to lead. Fire Joe into the lead by a couple to 3 Skywalker Sparkle, another couple of lengths away to 5 in third Snooty Bella, then 4 followed by 2 and 1. Stripes ahead at that penultimate bend. Fire Joe leading 2.5 lengths over 3 Skywalker Sparkle, 4 trying to pitch up late Skyfall Wizard, 2 the far side Tommy's Maxi, 4 came home better. Skyfall Wizard went between them and got up late. 6 and 2 follows second Fire Joe and Tommy's Maxi. Behind the winner, Skyfall Wizard, who found the gap between them and accelerated late to win it. Skyfall Wizard further enhances that excellent record from Trap 4. That's now 7 wins from only 15 runs from this position at the track, and his overall record is now 8 wins from 20. Here's running. Off and racing away. 2 started well, 3 though quickly up there, and 5 and 6 want to join in. They're at the opening bend now. 6 has cleared them to lead. Fire Joe into the lead by a couple to 3 Skywalker Sparkle, another couple of lengths away to 5 in third Snooty Bella, then 4 followed by 2 and 1. Stripes ahead at that penultimate bend. Fire Joe leading 2.5 lengths over 3 Skywalker Sparkle, 4 trying to pitch up late Skyfall Wizard, 2 the far side Tommy's Maxi, 4 came home better. Skyfall Wizard went between them and got up late. 6 and 2 follows second Fire Joe and Tommy's Maxi. Behind the winner, Skyfall Wizard, who found the gap between them and accelerated late to win it. Skyfall Wizard further enhances that excellent record from Trap 4. That's now 7 wins from only 15.
They could either be facing the winner of Group B in Bafoussam on the 25th of January at the Kwekong Stadium. So it looks like there's a change for Cape Verde. Gary Rodriguez is going to come on, and Cameroon have made a change on. Gisa is off. Basogog comes on for the start of the second half. That's what the sort of delay was about, and the sort of problems. So Gary Rodriguez is on. I'll find out who he's on for very shortly as the second half gets underway at the Olombe Stadium in Yaoundé, the country's capital. Cape Verde kicking from right to left in their all-white strip. Cameroon, yellow shirts, green shorts, red socks. And immediately the ball forward from the Cape Verde right-hand side goes straight to Andre Onana. Alessandro Semedo replaced for Gary Rodriguez at the start of the second half. There is Collins Faye to Vincent Aboubakar. 5 goals ready for him in this tournament. Left by Faye. Kunda, round about 20 yards out. Central position, goes for goal, but it's always rising. Remember, his last strike for his country was against this opponent in Afcon qualifying in a defeat. And he was no closer to ending his barren run and repeating the feat, as that one was always going over the bar, but gets a sign of approval, or seal of approval I should say, from his manager Tony Conceição. So I'll read the two sides then. Cape Verde 3-4-2-1, Virginia in goal, Dine, Lopez, Stapir at the back three, Forge, Andrade, Rocha Santos, Dylan Tavares the four, with Gary Rodriguez, Jamiro Montero and Willie Semedo up front on his own. Here is now Montero, tries to play it through to Willie Semedo, just drifts away from him, and then coming in front of him was Nuhu Tolo, who has won a free kick for his side. He just got in front of him, and then there was a pull on the sort of right-hand side of Nuhu Tolo, so he wins a free kick for his team. Cameroon then, Andre Onana in goal, Faye, Mukudi, Ngadiu and Tolo at the back, Samuel Ngue in front of them, the four then, Ngamalu on the right wing, Kunda and Toko Ikombi. It looks to be a 4-3-3 actually, in fact, I beg your pardon, with Ngue, Ngamalu and Kunda, and then with Toko Ikombi, Abubakar and Christian Basogog as the three up front. The subs are Rosa, Souza, Ponk, Forge, Delmiro, Suarez, Paulo, Nenas, Furtado, Tavares and Wagner for Cape Verde. For Cameroon, Ifala, Ipasi, Oyongo, Mbezo, Ngene, Lia Siliki, Onana, Neu, Nji, Bahoken and Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting, as it will be a Cape Verde kick taken by Virginia. Goes straight to Nuhu Tolo. 3 minutes of the second half play. Cape Verde 0, Cameroon 1. Makudi slid in, trying to play that ball short to Faye, but it's cut out by Cape Verde. And the pass gets played to Dylan Tavares, who tries to scamper forward on the left-hand side, but it's defended well by the Cameroonian defence. Onana out of his goal, plays it forward, looking long for Abubakar, has found him, nice touch, takes him over to the right-hand side, trying to get away from Stapira, does. And then Roberto Lopez comes across with a sliding challenge, and it means that Cameroon get a corner, but Vincent Abubakar really has been superb in this tournament, having another good game, another goal already in this tournament, 5 for him already. Looks well on course to be the tournament's golden boot winner, doesn't he? Corner, it's coming from the right then. It's going to be Mumi Ngamalu to take. Puts it in there, it's headed away by Willie Semedo. Now with Kunda, midway through the Cape Verde half. Now plays it square to the left. With Ngue, Ngue again. He's going to surely put the ball in now. He does, looks for Makudi, away by Lopez. Kunda and Andrade both were fighting for it, but Andrade's pass forward has gone off Kunda and out for a Cape Verde throw on the left-hand side. Directly level with the 6-yard box, in fact. But he has been a bit of a nuisance in there, Makudi in there. His accidental assist led to the only goal of the game, that free kick from Ngamalu, which was headed by a Cape Verde player onto the back of Makudi's head, and they have a bit of sort of hesitancy in there, Lopez and Virginia. One didn't know who was going to clear it away or deal with it, and then in the end Virginia decided to take action and pass it away as the free kick is given against Collins Faye. Already been booked, remember, as he fouled Jamiro Montero. So it was Makudi with the foul, I beg your pardon, as he went in with the foot there on Montero. Just going back to Makudi, that assist, it just sort of brushed off the back of his head, headed by a Cape Verde player on top of it, went straight to Abubakar, and he just did the rest and finished it off brilliantly. Over to the left now to Dylan Tavares, over the head of Montero. Nice play. Montero gets it back, offside though against Tavares, so the attack is quickly quashed. Cape Verde 0, Cameroon 1 then. 5 minutes gone in the second half. Burkina Faso, remember, are playing Ethiopia. It is now 1 apiece in that game. Ethiopia have scored their second goal of the finals. Goal from the penalty spot for Getana Kebede. So Ethiopia are trying to help Cape Verde out, but as it stands, Burkina Faso would still take second place with 4 points. Cape Verde would be on 3. Here is Andrade, slides it through, looking for Willie Semedo. Good defending though by Ngadiu, plays it to Onana, he then plays it short to Ngadiu. And they do well amongst themselves as it's finally cleared up the pitch. Rumi and Gamalu loses up the 50-50 with Tavares. Makudi plays it to Fai. He goes down, but it's a Cape Verde throw-in. Towards the end of that first half, they were just showing signs of hurting Cameroon. Number a point you'd assume would put them through to the knockout stages, but of course 3 points is an even bigger risk. You're even more uncertain if you're through, as it's on the left-hand side. Makudi with the sliding challenge. Tavares with the throw to Rodriguez. Now to Diné. Over now to Forge. That's nice play to get away on the right-hand side. Gets the cross in. He got away from Basogog as well, in fact. Toko Ikombi, I should say. And Brad with the ball forward. It's a really good run through. It's going to get cut back, and Gary Rodriguez has equalised for Cape Verde. The best move of the game from the Blue Sharks leads to an equalising goal, and it's Gary Rodriguez from the bench who scores. Bubista's tactical tweaks pay off at the Alom Stadium. Cameroon 1, Cape Verde 1. Well, it's fantastic play, really nice build-up, and Drad plays the ball through. He's onside. Here's Kenny Rocha Santos, beautiful cutback, and Rodriguez with a beautiful flick finish. Just flicks it with the inside of his foot, doesn't he? Away from Onana, Fai slid in, went right into the midriff of Onana, and it's away from the goalkeeper and into the back of the net. And that is the goal that Cape Verde wanted and what they needed. What a positive result you'd think would take them through. And as it stands, they're getting that. But it's a goal for Gary Rodriguez, the Olympiacos man, who scores. Probably the most well-known name in the Cape Verde matchday squad for this one. Just 8 minutes into the game. Since he came on, he's managed to equalise and get the result back in Cape Verde's favour. As it's forward, looking for Kunda, left by Lopez for Virginia. The ball was high, looked like it might have beaten Virginia at first, but he made sure he was practically all the way in the goal, and then made sure the ball was leaning out over the final sort of goal line, if you like. But it is 1 apiece, as it is 1-1 in the Kwekong Stadium in Bafoussam between Burkina Faso and Ethiopia. Now Cape Verde streaming forward. Willie Semedo out to the right. Now Gary Rodriguez, the goal scorer, waits for the run, gets it from the player in front of him, which was Jumiro Monteiro, but he's just got caught out a little bit there as he was just trying to flick away from a Cameroonian player on that left-hand side, in particular Nuhu Tolo, and it's a throw-in to Cameroon. The draw for Cameroon wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be too disheartening. They would have top spot. That's all they need to guarantee that. Even if they did lose, they would still be top with a superior goal difference ahead of Cape Verde. They've gained a few yards on the left-hand side, so they get another throw. 10 minutes of the second half gone. Cameroon went in front with Vincent Aboubakar with his 5th goal of the tournament, the Al Nassr striker, but in the second half, 8 minutes into it, just a few moments ago, Gary Rodriguez, the sub for Cape Verde, equalised, which means they are going to be on 4 points with Burkina Faso, and Cameroon will go on to 7 with Ethiopia on 1 point. So it is so far so good for Cape Verde. Stapira with the ball forward. Makudi with the header, tries to head it into the middle. Well, they actually did say that Ongisa had actually been substituted, but that does appear to be wrong, in fact. So we await to see what the case of it is here. It doesn't actually appear as though that Basogog has come on. So I do apologise for that. Ongisa to Kunda, so my mistake there. to Ngamalu. Kunda again, over to the left. Finds Toko Ikombi, who could not trap that one under control. And it has gone for a Cape Verde throw, who certainly come out the better of the two in the second half. You could say Cameroon is still very much stuck in the dressing room, so they've got to try and change that. Actually, the first time in this group stage, Cameroon have actually taken the lead in a game. Over on the left-hand side, going down was Willie Semedo. Wants a free kick, but Collins Fye was just too strong and too cunning there, and managed to out-muscle Willie Semedo. In the middle now with Ngwe, Kunda. Now to Mukudi. Kunda again. Now Fye. Could play it down the line for Mumi and Kamali. Plays it square to Abubakar. Away from goal. Roberto Lopez just dropped him back a little bit. Plays it in the middle to Kunda. Now to Abubakar. Can he get there? No, he cannot. Good challenge by Andrade, who was hobbling there and did go down. And he was caught on the follow through from Abubakar. He did try his best, Andrade, to stay on his feet and to play the pass back, but he's in too much pain to even do that, so it does go down. As the Cape Verde players kick the ball out for a throw-in. Abubakar with his knee just sort of catches Andrade's sort of right thigh sort of knee, which does sort of count as a dead leg. And he's back up to his feet and is okay. Now for Cameroon, there is a lot of expectation that they can win this tournament. They have, as I've mentioned, without a shadow of a doubt, been the best team in the tournament so far with their displays. Ethiopia really put to the sword. Burkina Faso, they won the game with 2 penalties in the first half. That saw them come from behind. They also did it as well against Ethiopia, but what really counts is how they're going to do it in the knockout stages. And of course, it is that one-off game. As it stands, they will be top, playing back here in a week's time at the Olom Stadium, or the Paul Biya Stadium as it is also known as, named after the country's president, who's been serving for a long old time. Onana will take this kick, plays it forward. He could find the runner, Toko Ikombi, had to win the header was Dine, and he does. And it is cleared away by Jeffrey Forge, and then left by Tolo, and it will go for a Cameroon throw. Lining up an alteration. So, as I said at the start of the second half, it looked like they made a change, but in fact they haven't. So it will be their first one of this game. Ball played on the right-hand side. It was almost spinning all over the place and was never going to reach Pierre Kunda, despite the best efforts of the midfielder. So the 27 is going to come on as James Liasiliki, the Middlesbrough man, who is going to come on. Did come on in this tournament already, hasn't he? Lisa's header goes all the way through to Virginia. Speaking of Liasiliki, did come on in the game against Ethiopia round about this time as well, when he came on in that 4-1 win. So we'll come on with half an hour left of the game to go. Cape Verde 1, Cameroon 1. Here's the latest score. Dine with the ball forward. Goes to get the runner in behind of. It looked to be, I think Gary Rodriguez was the man trying to get in behind there. So he was running through the middle of the Cameroon defence. Fine, a bit of space to come forward. Just inside the Cape Verde half, plays it down the line looking for Mumi and Gamalu. But it's out of play for a throw. Not quite sharp as you would expect Cameroon to be. Change is going to be made. Koundé is going to go off, as this will be the first change of the evening. Is the skyline, which was light, now turns to dark in the Olom Stadium. So Koundé is going to go off, and Liasiliki will come on. Only managed 2 starts for Middlesbrough this season as the Ren loanee. Brought to the club by Neil Warnock, but it is interesting to see how Chris Wilder uses him when he comes back from Afcon duty. As Kunda takes his shin pads off and just has a bit of high fives with the coaching staff as he takes his seat on the bench. Cape Verde can't play out from the back and in the middle of their own half. Mumi and Gamalu gets it from Ongisa. Good challenge going in by Tavares, and it's managed to go the way of Cape Verde as the last touch came off the young boys' man, Mumi and Gamalu. And there's another game at the Kwekong Stadium in Bafoussam. It is currently Burkina Faso 1, Ethiopia 1. They would go above Cape Verde as it stands because they have scored 1 more goal than their opponents and have a better goal difference. Oh no, the goal difference is actually the same, I beg your pardon, but they would have just scored more goals. Burkina Faso 1 in every game. Cape Verde only 2 to their name, so Burkina Faso scored 3, which would put them in 2nd place. And as it stands, they would face the runner-up in Group C in the knockout stage at the Limba Stadium. Over on the left with Ongisa, trying to turn away from Dine. Jeffrey Forches over there, slips, but Ongisa is able to play it to the left with Nuhu Tolo. Low cross in there. He nutmegs Dine, but it's cleared away by Andrade. Headed there by Fai. Away from Lea Siliki, and then smashed away into the Cameroon half by Stopira. Onana to Gouet. Now Mukudi to Ongisa over the left with Tolo. They thought the ball had gone out there, Cape Verde, and their appeals have been heard from the referee, gives it Cape Verde's way. So it's not going Cameroon's way this second half. Probably the first sort of real bad spell they've had in this tournament, almost effectively like they've just hit the skids perhaps. But it's still 1-1, still a decent result for them. And they would be absolutely ecstatic if they could be the first side since 2006 from Cameroon to have a perfect record in the African Cup of Nations. Gouet to Ungamalu. Kick it away from Miro Montero, who has worked his socks off tonight for Cape Verde. Throwing Cameroon. Fai throws it to Ungamalu. Now Gadiu to Ongisa. Gouet to Gadiu. Onana there. Plays it out to the left. Can he pick out Tolo? Heads it brilliantly back to Ongisa in the middle of play. He's trying to come forward. He was having his shirt pulled there by Dine, who was shown a yellow card, the first one of the game for a Cape Verde player. Ongisa got away from him. Dine is pulling on his shirt. So his team have got to defend this free kick. So trying to hold hands with Andre Zambo Ongisa there. It's a free kick around about 30 yards out, just over to the left-hand side of the pitch. About 3 or 4 yards away from it, in fact. It's going to be an in-swinging delivery, it looks like. It's going to be taken by, I think it's Lea Siliki who's going to take this, in fact. Goes into the box. He took a deflection off that one-man wall. Kenny Rocha Santos was the man who deflected off into the box, though. Cape Verde get it away. In by Lea Siliki. That's a more dangerous ball. Virginia spills it straight into the path of Vassal Boubacar. And to everyone's surprise, inside the Olom Stadium, he's blazed it over the bar. A real reprieve for Volzinha, who didn't get a hold of the cross. Real poor bit of goalkeeping. It fell to probably the worst person it could have done if you're a Cape Verde player. But remarkably, Vassal Boubacar, you would have bet your money on to have bagged another brace in this tournament, has remarkably missed. And has put it over the bar and into the athletic stand behind the goal. As João Paulo is going to come on for Cape Verde. Willie Semedo will come off. He's not had a lot to deal with, has he? Up there, it's been quite a testing evening for him, but he's certainly not done too bad up there. Of course, he came in place of Julio Tavares, who was missing entirely from the lineup, but he's now replaced by João Paulo as Cape Verde make their second change of the evening and this encounter. 66 gone. Cape Verde 1, Cameroon 1. Vincent Aboubakar opened the score in for the Indomitable Lions, but the Black Sharks have equalised courtesy. The Blue Sharks have equalised courtesy of Gary Rodriguez. Faye. Through it goes to Aboubakar. Now he's found Siliki on Gisa on the right-hand side of the pitch, right by the byline. Just goes away from there. Now he plays it to Faye. Was he blocked off by Andrade? Referee says no. At first, but I think he has now eventually pulled that one back, has he? Don't think so. It's gone for a corner kick for Cameroon. Andrade just turned into Faye as the ball was gone. There's a bit of defending for Cape Verde to do in this situation, as Lea Siliki is going to take. Delivers it in. It's found on Gisa. Not the route Siliki had in mind, but he gets it back from the corner on that side. And then it's good defending by Gary Rodriguez. Takes it into the box and then is able to fully clear it away. Onana, a long way from his goal though. He's going to play it. Now it's on Gisa, forward in the Cape Verde half. Cross goes to the edge of the box with a lot of curl on it. And then João Paulo was defending that one there, as he could only pass it straight to a yellow shirt. Here is Faye. Lea Siliki to Faye again. Stop here to there. We'll try and clear it away, and does. Lea Siliki, incidentally, is almost playing as a number 10 for Cameroon since coming on. So we look like we're going to see Clinton and G, as well as I think it was Choupo-Moting there as well. He looks like he's going to be coming on, the Bayern Munich man. And then they try and play out over on the right-hand side in a very tight position, very acute angle. There's two Cameroon players trying to play passes amongst one another. Cape Verde defend it well, and it will be a throw in their ways. Going down is Monteiro, but Ngamalu didn't foul in. There was nothing wrong with that challenge. Monteiro down. Cameroon throw. He's got to get back up. He's been sort of ushered up, in fact. So the changes will now take place. Vincent and G's going to come on, and Carl Toko Ikombi's going to come off. Got a brace against Ethiopia, but won't be able to etch his name on the score sheet again. The Lyon man. And the former Lyon man in Clinton and G is going to come on. Now plays in Russia for Dynamo Moscow. As he comes off, high fives him. And Clinton and G comes on. And Eric Choupo-Moting will come on. Born in Germany, but has got a half a dozen caps under his belt as a Cameroon player, and Mumi Ngamalu will come off as Choupo-Moting enters the fray. 20 minutes about to strike on the clock. Cape Verde 1, Cameroon 1. Will we get a third goal? Will we get a winner in this one? Remember, a goal for Cape Verde would put them in second. A win for Cameroon would mean they get a 100% record. Faye's cross is blocked by Dylan Tavares. It's gone for a corner kick to Cameroon. They were certainly now starting to wake up, come alive in this second half. After a very sluggish start, in which Cape Verde equalised with Gary Rodriguez, and then before that, Vincent Aboubakar's fifth strike of the tournament had put the Indomitable Lions in front. The Blue Sharks have responded in a very good fashion. This corner won't come in yet. Sadok Selmi, the Tunisian referee, is just spotting a bit of pushing and shoving in there. Of course, he gave a penalty in this last game when he awarded one for Zakaria Bouklal when Morocco beat Comoros by 2-0, which was missed by Youssef El Nassiri. Corners are coming from Clinton and G. Into the box it goes. He was looking for Makudi. It's come to Goué! Saved by Vazinha at his near post on his right-hand side. Gouet took it on the chest and hit it low with power. Well driven, but the goalkeeper made the save to it. He had a lot of time to think about where he was going to put it. It was probably the only place he could have put it because that far corner was completely covered. He could not have directed that over there. Gouet to Abubakar. Sends a Cape Verde player down. He gets back up to his feet though. Dine was the man down. Fire with the ball in. Choupo-Moting's the man he's looking for. Zinia comes out and gathers it, but has gone down as he's going to be seeking some treatment, I think, here. And he just throws the ball out, so it means he can now get that treatment that he wants. And there is another game in this group. It is Burkina Faso against Ethiopia. Currently one apiece there. They took the lead. Burkina Faso with a goal from Sirele Bayala, the man from Isia Jasio, and then it was cancelled out with a Gitane Kebede goal. Means Ethiopia have obviously equalised in the game and look set to be getting their first points of the tournament. But as it stands, it's Cameroon on 7, Burkina Faso 4, Cape Verde 4, Ethiopia on 1. So Burkina Faso automatically through, whilst Cape Verde play a waiting game to see if they're one of the 4 sides who finished third. One of the 6 sides who were through, who finished in third, and they're one of the 4 that prevail as Virginia gets back up. Just maybe a bit of a side problem for him there, maybe a touch of cramp, maybe a little bit of a knock or something that forced him to go down. He gets back up. He's hobbling a little bit, but he looks at the moment he's going to be able to continue. So it's something that Boubista is going to have to be aware of as Tony Conceição's in conversation with one of the members of his coaching staff. He now looks set for this game to continue. Throw-in is taken into Vincent Abubakar, who plays it all the way back to Virginia, and now the play will resume. As we're entering into the final 15 minutes of this one. Cape Verde 1, Cameroon 1. Cameroon, as it stands, will be playing their round of 16 game at the Olom Stadium, where they are playing this one today. Kick is over to the left, looking for Dylan Tavares, but it's defended well by Fine, and he plays it looking for Clinton and G, and then clearing it away was a Cape Verde player. Look, they're going to bring on another change. Nenas is going to come on. He plays for Ålesund in Norway, the elite Sierran, the top flight. Foul against Kenny Rocha Santos. It will be a Cameroon free kick. It's Collins Faye. Got the all-important assist for Cape Verde's equaliser, did Kenny Rocha Santos. And he plays for Oostend in Belgium. Ongisa. Gouet. Now to Tolo. Gouet again. He plays in Belgium as well for Mechelen. So they are batting on the pitch today, and as well as in the top flight in Belgian football. On the halfway line is Montero trying to find Gary Rodriguez. He's never getting there. And then right on the corner of the left-hand side of the box, Harold Mukudi plays it to Onana, who's come a long way out to play that ball forward, looking for Abubakar, but it's headed by Dine straight to the goalkeeper, Volzinia. We're not going to see just one change from Cape, but we're going to see 2, because also going to come on is Willis Furtado for the Blue Sharks. There is Montero. Gets away from Ongis, who pulled out there as he didn't want to fall into the trap of making a foul. And Brad in the middle of the Cameroon half plays it to Roberto Lopez. Forward by Stopera. Can he find Rodriguez? Can he find the number 18 there? Kenny Rocha Santos, he made the forward run. He got it under control, but it was too heavy a touch as Onana gathers it inside his own box. That's 15 minutes of the group stages for both these sides. One apiece here. Will we get a winning goal? Could actually change the group again. But Cape Verde need to better Burkina Faso's result, which they're not doing as it stands, as that game still remains one apiece. And now into the boxes, Clinton and G. Good tackle going in though by two Cape Verde players. It was just over on that right-hand side of the box, just as he was about to get in position to shoot. It was well defended by Cape Verde, and then there's a foul by Ongisa as he goes into the back of a Cape Verde player. Free kick to the Blue Stars. But there's a beautiful ball into it, and it was just a heavy touch. Dylan Tavares and Stopera had to work together to stop him, and Stopera was able to clear it away. So we now will see the confirmation of the changes. Nenas is going to come on, as is Willis Furtado. So Willis Furtado is going to come off for Kenny Rocha Santos, it seems. As the board is showing that, the fourth official, Dahan Baida. So now Jamiro Montero comes off, Nenas comes on. And Kenny Rocha Santos will come off for Willis Furtado. With just over 10 minutes left of the game to go. Played his part today as Kenny Rocha Santos. Jamiro Montero done the same as well. So Nenas on. And Willis Furtado on. As Cape Verde have made 4 of their 5 required substitutions. Free kick to Cape Verde, which the Pira takes. It's a deep kick. He's looking for Willis Furtado immediately. Over the head of Tolo and over his head, but he keeps it alive. Plays it to Gary Rodriguez. He's a big, imposing figure as Willis Furtado, isn't he? He's going to try and shake up the Cameroonian defence if he gets the chance. James Leah Siliki commits the foul over on the right-hand side, and it will be a Cape Verde free kick. The man who was fouled was Jeffrey Forge. So it's a free kick for Cape Verde, which is going to be taken inside the box. It's away by Ongisa. Second ball is cleared away by Choupo-Moting, albeit just sort of come off his inside foot over to the left. As it will be a Cape Verde throw. Those ones are difficult for defenders to deal with because Ongisa was facing the goalkeeper, Andre Onana. Had to head it behind him and did exactly that. As Dylan Tavares is going to take this throw. Remember, Cape Verde played Cameroon in qualifying for the African Cup of Nations. Took 4 points off them. As Cape Verde had an unbeaten qualifying campaign, although did finish second. They did draw 3 of their 6 matches. Free kick goes Cameroon's way. We're going to see the other Forge player come on. Stephen, that is, come on. He's just having a little jog up and down the touchline as he waits to come on. He's entering into the final 10 minutes. Cape Verde 1, Cameroon 1. Group A, of course, comes to a close, as does the rest of the group stage this week. Of course, the knockout stages get underway at the weekend. Faye with the pass, he's giving it straight to Gary Rodriguez. They're a long way away from the Cameroon goal. Rodriguez gets it from Andrade. Ongisa with the foul. Rodriguez has stayed down. Sadok Salmi's given the advantage Cameroon's way. Jeffrey Forge has tried to find Willis Furtado, who has not been able to see the ball reach him because it was a challenge over by Nuhu Tolo. Ongisa has shown a yellow card for Cameroon. He was rather late on Gary Rodriguez there. No doubt about it. Rodriguez not best pleased about that, as you would expect. And Cape Verde have got a man down here in Dine. Sadok Selmy is asking for the stretcher to come out. What is quite a fascinating thing about this tournament is it's not necessarily a serious injury, but the referee always asks for the medical staff to come on with a stretcher just in case. Which is always quite an interesting thing, is we still await to see the arrival of Stephen Forch, who could be coming on for Diné. Yeah, I wonder if that was the change already in the mind of Bubista, the Cape Verde coach, or it could have just been he was coming on for someone completely different entirely. We do wait to see. As the 4 medical members have each got each corner of the stretchers. They're going to take off Diné off, but the Cameroon fans, of course, mixing with the Cape Verdean fans. One thing about the tournament is, of course, the colours that you see, the celebrations and whatnot. And now we will see Stephen Forch come on for the last sort of 8 minutes that remain of this game as Diné goes off. As Cape Verde have now made all of their required substitutions in this game. 8 to go. Cape Verde 1, Cameroon 1. Game on a knife edge. Are we set for some late drama? He got it fairly late last night with Equatorial Guinea getting the shock result of the tournament, beating Algeria. We saw Gabon Friday get a draw against Ghana. We also saw Gambia score a last-minute penalty to Zanai Mali. Back-to-back wins in the tournament. Ball played out to the left, looking for Nuhu Tolo. He's gone out for a throw. He's not happy about that. He's saying he wants it played a little bit more in front of him. Samuel Ngwe was the man who played the ball. Cameroon have it, round about 40 yards away from Vozinha's goal. In the middle is Mukudi. Out now to Lea Siliki. Cross goes in there. Away though by Stephen Forch, who volleys it out into touch over on the left-hand side with his right boot. Throw in taken by Tolo. Gadiu to Gisa. Fai plays it low to the edge of the box. Trying to slide in there was Nenas, but it is eventually cleared away by a defender behind him. Cameroon have the possession though, in the middle of the Cape Verdean half. Cross goes in by Fai, looking for Abubakar. It's away though by Forch, the Stephen that is, who just came on. Here is Gary Rodriguez, goes down. Fouled by Clinton and G. It will be a Cape Verde free kick. Well, the change is going to be happening for Cameroon. We're going to be seeing number 17, Oliver Mbezo, come on. And also the number 26, Jean Onana, come on for his first appearance in this tournament. Onana been heavily linked with a move to AC Milan, hasn't he? Shining for Bordeaux, and what's a shocking season for the former French champions in Ligue 1. And this Furtado was the man on the left-hand side who was trying to get that under control, but it was too heavy a touch. Cameroon get a throw on that side, and G to Fai. Touch out of his feet, then plays it down the middle, looking for Abubakar. He's been marshalled well. He's been kept under close guard by the Cape Verde defence. Rodriguez is chasing. He's onside into the box. He could square it. He tries to play it to his right. Looking for the number 24, Joao Paulo. But eventually the flag is raised against Gary Rodriguez, who's certainly been a bit of a difference since he came on. And Diné doesn't need the stretcher no more, as he is able to walk over to the dugout and take his seat on the bench. 5 minutes to go. Cape Verde 1, Cameroon 1 is the latest score at the Kwekong Stadium in Bafoussam. It is currently Burkina Faso 1, Ethiopia 1. So Burkina Faso are going to automatically qualify in second place. Cape Verde still playing a waiting game to see if they've fully got confirmation they're through, and one of the best 4 third-place teams in the African Cup of Nations. Fai's cross away by Lopez, which is going to drift out for a corner. What Cape Verde don't want to do now is go and concede. They would happily take a point. They wanted to get a positive result at the Alon Stadium. That's what they're going to try and get. As the changes won't happen yet. Onana and Mbezo all set and ready to come on, but they're going to come on after this corner, which Leah Siliki's going to take. Comes in from the right-hand side, into the middle. It's away by Stephen Forch, who's been vital in those sort of areas, just heading and kicking balls out. Tolo with the ball out to the left, looking for Umgue, headed out by Jeffrey Forch for Cape Verde. And now we get to see Jean Onana come on as the number 14, Samuel Umgue, comes off. And we're also going to see Oliver Mbezo come on. First appearance in the tournament for Onana, as I mentioned. As Samuel Mgue goes off onto the nearest side, clapping the supporters. And Mbezo comes on for Collins 5 for the last 4 sort of minutes. The man who plays in the United States, Oliver Mbezo. Cross goes in, looking for Abubakar, tries to get it down. Still the chance could be set up for him. It's headed out to number 25 for Cameroon. I think it was Tolo in there, and he just took it on his chest, and then he just sort of didn't get a hold of it, and he just sort of stayed in the air. Cameroon pushing. They're motivated, aren't they, to try and get 3 wins out of 3, and Mbezo trying to get away from Dylan Tavares. Does, despite the little sort of inside touch off Tavares' side. Stapiro there to clear it away on the right-hand side. Ongisa to Onana. Tries to find Choupo-Moting. Blocked, though, by João Paulo for Cape Verde. Now over to the right with Clinton and G. Going to take on Tavares. Good tackle going in there. And G, isolated, alone over there. Has one to throw for his team. Had to just get something as the last touch came off Andrade for Cape Verde. Throwing is taken by Mbezo into Ongisa. Onana over to the left now with Leah Siliki. Abubakar may look to go on his own there in the box. He's got a swarm of white shirts in there. Tries to backheel it. Trying to give the chance to Eric Choupo-Moting, but Cape Verde clear. They're standing strong, staying together, staying compact. That's what they've got to do with 90 seconds left. And Bezo's cross in. Stapiro heads it behind for a corner kick. And not out of this situation just yet. This goal, the next goal is going to be so important. It's got ramifications for Cape Verde potentially. Cameroon will win this group as it stands. All they need is a positive result. If they did lose and Burkina Faso won by quite a good score, and they would have had top taken off them. Corner goes in, away by the defender Stephen Forch.